Hey, welcome back to Willie J Gaming. I'm Willie J, and today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club Episode 4. Now, for those of you who don't know, Doki Doki Literature Club is this amazing visual novel that's supposed to take a dark turn in the middle or the end, and I'm excited to see what that would be. Now, this is such a really great game. It has such a good plot to it, and such a good concept. And right now what we're doing, the school festival is coming up soon, where we're going to share all of our poems with all of the school in hopes that we're going to gain new members. So now, just like always, we're supposed to write a poem to bring into the class tomorrow. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you playing piano again? Yeah! You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up on piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it was for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be so great! Eh? Weren't you complaining about just yesterday, Noski? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on, are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say it like that. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica, huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, this joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on her own event for now, okay? So I guess this is the breaking the fourth wall part. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in front of the room, in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. I hope she's alright. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone now back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I finally approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Will, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much today, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Will. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up with her person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Will. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different from how it's been. You're so funny, Will. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is, just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so just try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting her weigh me down this much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around in the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering up at me from her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a new conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But by now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do a thing. But I could tell you that I wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Oh, it's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if anything happened to her. Huh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. She and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Well, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how much you know them. So, if you think there might be something behind it after all, I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, was she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. But that is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't you do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Definitely Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. Okay, I need to write a poem for Sayori. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Will. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't... I hope she's not depressed. I hope she's alright. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. No, Yuri or Monica. Yuri. Well, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think this ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something that you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Well, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You can say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of your life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me, they don't tease me for spacing out at the time, they don't make fun of my body type, what? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Will. What? People say, I'm not a know-it-all, Will. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make a person see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write, but it wasn't until now. Then I started sharing it with you. Then that I really understood why I was missing all this time. But I really haven't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Will. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk with you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them! I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make new friends. And I would say that I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? She's blushing a lot. Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette glows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. I just realized that Sayori never showed me her poem. Did she write a poem? He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever had a ghost feeling of warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overestimated. I touch his hand. Is this about me? The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. It wasn't hard. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think that you'll do a good job. Yuri finally turns toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Who should I show my poem to next? Monika. Wait, no, she already left. Monika. Hi, Will. Have you thought much about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It will always make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Will. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've noticed how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing, that's it. She's not my girlfriend or anything. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens when she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sure, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. It's not funny, Monika. Anyway, no, never mind. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all meaning, all purpose. You know, I feel like learning and looking for those answers are the sorts of things that give my life meaning. I hate it when I accidentally push the space bar, because that's what I'm using to navigate through the text. And my third finger and my fourth finger are always resting on the space bar throughout this whole video, and I hate it when I accidentally push down right in the middle of a poem that I want to read. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing more about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. Anyway, I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I think it's foreshadowing something. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? And every time she speaks, it feels like she's foreshadowing something. It can be really disheartening to get into a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging, by the way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like you have your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Nah, I guess we really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't really know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's gonna be just like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? Well, what are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks at me like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, even though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you! Natsuki shoves the poem I handed back over her to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, don't show it to me. Ouch. What I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. And Natsuki didn't really like the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Looks at me, or you said something strange just now. Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right, you deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Might be because Sayori's gone. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is coming from foreshadowing down that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Maybe, look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems like you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She acted like she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you pick the time that she's not feeling well. Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time that she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Whew. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we may need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted by not giving Will any cupcakes. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will help me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here. Now Natsuki's pounding too. Pouting? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never really gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you may have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares on focus and nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Will. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Can I give Sayori a hand? You can always help me out as well. I'll be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you should be sitting on your butt anyway. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt. Monica tries to mumble. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Will may not like to be around if you only see him out as a nuisance, so therefore he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Seems like you're just making excuses for Will to— What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Will to decide how he feels, how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure she's interested. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we settle this already? Yeah. Well, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Oh, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks at me. But of course, I'm going to go with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and but Monica said, jeez, do you really hate us that? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Alright, so I saved it in different slots so I could come back to it later, so the first thing I'm going to do is pick Yuri. Well, I'd probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you— Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these things, so your assistance would be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said that I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, isn't that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Will? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Sayori picked me. Well, why Will picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? I'm the only one acting immature. I can already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said anything bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer everyone up must be far out of her own comfort zone, but I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something like Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I am going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. Alright, so let's try to go to something else and see if that would work. Alright, now let's see what happens if we pick Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yeah, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the only one that needs the least help out of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Is this the fighting music? Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Will is the one who, that doesn't matter. You were thinking about the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're co-president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions. You shouldn't let any ulterior moves interfere with this decision. Ulterior moves? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it seems like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, yo. We wouldn't do such as good of a job if you made us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want everyone to succeed, then we need to appropriately use our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, Mr. President? Okay, I get it. Technically most logical for Will to help one of you, so I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Will? Alright, so really it just comes down out of the 4 choices. We really only have to choose to help Natsuki or Yuri. So let's try helping Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a moment ago you were saying that that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course, I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, is it right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I guess that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes, everything except the performance is going to be awesome. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Will? Me? I guess you could be interested in I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Yeah, it just might be that I think Yuri may be a little feeling underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Oh... Natsuki glances back and forth at everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over there and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. The cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere more special. That'll be really important. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb. Don't say that! You need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. Like, don't be dumb. That's so encouraging. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helped everyone put a smile on their faces. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And everyone is going to make a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today. Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat with each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. Okay, it sounded like Yuri was feeling really bad, so I think it would be better if I chose that file. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then, you and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case it wouldn't be much of a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It sounds like, it's not like it should matter much either way, so I gotta make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not near as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Will. I think I think that we will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Can she hear me? Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri has an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight from my eyes into a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might have ended up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, as Monica says, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but that doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was even extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I already was learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing about Sayori since we left the club that other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Maybe we should go visit her. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might have needed me? Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I'd simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering. We used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to come down and greet me. I head to her bedroom when I finally find her. Say, hi, Will. I sit her down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is always as messy as it has ever been. I also recognize same stuffed animals behind her, the cow and the bird, and the ripped-up calendar on the left. Same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided this last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? That's true, but what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left last Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Will. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Aha! Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Will. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no other choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into wasting and caring about me by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And I just wanted to make everyone happy, but without having anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Will. Why do you think I didn't tell you? If I told you, then you wouldn't have put to waste so much effort caring about me instead of doing important things I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer to everyone in the club, it almost feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need you to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Will, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is that if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And now I have to accept those punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Well, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I would never have it any other way. Will, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Will. Sayori basically manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms up around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. Well, the only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm in feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go, As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Sarah wiped her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. Yeah, don't do it. Don't make her feel bad. If you did, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. And at the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori nods, shakes her head. Is that yes or a no? I don't know if it would be good for me today. You understand, right? It's been kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On my way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri is supposed to come over too, but I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I can just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that's making me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry if I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. Sorry, I just had to take a little break to compose myself. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing that she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snapped Yuri's wrist in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands in my lap, as if firmly in her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Why, what's in that drawer? Yes. I have a few things planned that I can help you with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy what? Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Also, many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's just something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I would happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I thought that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? That's the jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It will also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose that do get a little intense, as you may put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels when sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Will. You can write any of the characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, all right. Sitting on the floor together, just the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to carefully manage the bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yuri, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Combination of craftsmanship and my feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's just, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? How? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Because it's a really cool looking knife. I can't decide that. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Well, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. That knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her hand, her face burning. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she's just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This may be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lift her index finger in return. Well, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I just did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If it were not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Will. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly filled. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we all lay them down by our side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you so very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back to my room. Yuri, yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, then putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here, or is there anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, they'll make an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium and in front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun than to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. If after rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we really don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different watercolor across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel this way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend just having a friend next to me makes things just feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I can feel that way about certain things like anime and games, where simply put, sharing the experiences can make someone happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and get a small towel and dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. This intense expression than when I realize when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through my slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle little fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seemed to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but as her movements seem closer, it's like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly relieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew, haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. See, I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I needed to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done. Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all the things, Yuri seems to look a bit downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri perks up, I walk out the front door. Thank you so much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fixes. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Will. Yuri takes a breath. I like that about you. How am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Hi, Will! Sayori? Just now we weren't... It's okay, Will. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be at the festival tomorrow together, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see her tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that we've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Will? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This will be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Will. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't like the burden your mind makes it out to be. It's something that really makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything. So if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Will. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you so much. I did this to myself. Well, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Sorry, I had to take a break. I'm very sensitive to these kinds of things. Do you remember how I always say I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to... Why does it say skipping? And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. I love you. I love you. Ah, those are my true feelings. So there's no way that you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it really helped me to realize that you are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we can continue like this every day, with you by my side, that's why I know we'll all be happy. Well... Suddenly, Sayori wrapped her arms around me. Well, is this really okay? Yes. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Will. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Will. It's okay, Sayori. It may take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters to me right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know how I could handle anything more right now. It's just really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Will. Sayori gazed at me once again. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I really don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this makes you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I felt more uncertain than when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I still keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will come to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is this what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this one to be the one where I'm walking home with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. Okay, guys, so this episode is getting way over an hour and turning into being one of definitely my longest episode yet. So, since this day isn't really ending, I mean, it kind of is, but it's not really getting to the poetry part, which is where I normally stop, I'm gonna have to stop here. So, what we've been through, what we've just witnessed, we know that now Sayori is depressed, and that we're trying to help her by being closer to her, but I don't know if that's right, because she said that she doesn't like it when people care about her. She thinks it's bad when she thinks she's a burden to people because they care about her. But I just hope that we'll be able to get closer together and that we can help her stop feeling these things. We can help her get better. So, until then, I'm Willie J. This has been Willie J Gaming, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.